There's a version of you that walks into a room and knows exactly why. Words arrive on time. Names are just there. Right now, you are standing in your kitchen holding your car keys, and you cannot remember if you are leaving or if you just got home. The distance between those two people is not intelligence, it is fog, and fog is not a mood, it is a message, and the message has a sender, and almost nobody stops to read who it is from. There are 9 levels. Each one lasts a different length of time. Each one is telling you something, and the danger is not the fog. The danger is how good you get at ignoring it. Level 1. The bad night. Lasts 1 day. You are 34. You slept 4 hours. Not by choice. The night just came apart in your hands. Now it is 10 a.m. and you are reading the same email for the 3rd time, and the words are sliding off the surface of your brain like water off glass. You reach for a word in a meeting, a simple one. It is right there. You can feel the shape of it, and it will not come. Tip of the tongue. That specific, maddening blank. It is not a sign of anything broken. Your brain files words by sound and meaning, and when you are underslept, the retrieval slows and the file sticks. The word arrives 2 hours later in the car. Useless. This fog burns off by tomorrow if you sleep. 1 night, 1 day. You do not think about it again. That is the first mistake. Not the fog, the forgetting of it. Because the fog was accurate. It told you the truth about your night. You just did not listen, and you taught yourself that fog is something you push through.
Level 2. The empty tank. Lasts 2 hours. You are 35. You skipped breakfast, skipped lunch, and you have had coffee instead of water since 7 a.m. By 3 p.m., the fog rolls in thick, and you cannot think in straight lines. Here is the quiet fact. Your brain is 2% of your body weight and burns about 20% of your energy. It runs on glucose and water, and when either drops, the whole machine dims to protect itself. You feel stupid. You are not stupid. You are a high-performance engine someone forgot to fuel. You drink a full glass of water and eat something real, and inside 2 hours, the fog lifts like a blind going up. 2 hours. That is how fast this level clears once you answer it. But you file it wrong. You call it a rough afternoon. Your friend Ray texts asking if you are still on for the weekend. You mean to reply. The fog eats the thought before your thumb reaches the phone. Ray waits. You do not remember the text until Sunday. Level 3. The sleep debt. Lasts days to weeks. You are 37. It is not one bad night now. It is a season of them. 5.5 hours, night after night, and you have decided this is just your life. You have adapted, you tell yourself. You have not adapted. That is the cruel part. Research on chronic short sleep shows people lose real cognitive function while their sense of how impaired they are stays flat. You feel about the same. You are not the same. The fog has become your baseline, so you can no longer see it, the way you cannot hear a fridge humming until it stops. This level does not clear in a day. It takes days, sometimes a couple of weeks of real sleep to climb out, because you are not paying off one night, you are paying off all of them. You start writing things on sticky notes because you no longer trust your own memory. 1 note by the door, then 5. You are proud of the system. You do not notice the system exists because the thing it replaced is failing. Level 4. The stress fog. Lasts weeks to months. You are 39. Something heavy has been sitting on your life for a while now, and your body has been running on cortisol so long it forgot there was another setting. Chronic stress does something specific and physical. Sustained high cortisol impairs the hippocampus, the part of the brain that files new memories. You are not imagining that you walk into rooms and forget why. Under long stress, the filing clerk is literally underwater. The fog is not weakness. It is your body spending everything on the threat and leaving nothing for thinking. This one lasts as long as the stress does. Weeks, months, and it doesn't lift until the load does. And here is where the tax comes due. Ray calls to say his father is not doing well. You hear it. You mean to check in. The fog takes the intention on its way to becoming an action, the way it takes everything now. And a week passes, then a month. You are not a bad friend. You are a foggy one. From the outside, those look exactly the same.
Level 5. The post-viral fog. Lasts weeks to months. You are 41. You got sick, a normal illness, and the illness left, but the fog stayed. Weeks later, your body is fine, and your mind is still moving through wet sand. This is real, and it has a mechanism. After certain infections, the immune system stays switched on, and the same inflammation that fought the virus now sits in the brain and slows it. You are not making it up. You are not lazy. There is a fire alarm still ringing in a building where the fire is already out. Most post-viral fog fades over weeks to a few months as the inflammation settles. But this is the level where you should stop pushing through and start paying attention, because fog that outlasts the illness by a long stretch, or fog that keeps getting worse, is your body asking for a doctor, not another coffee. Somewhere around here, if the fog will not lift, the responsible move is to get it looked at. That sentence is not weakness either. It is the same as reading the message instead of deleting it. You do not, of course. You have gotten too good at pushing through. That skill, the one that got you this far, is now the thing keeping you sick. Level 6. The Burnout Fog. Lasts months. You are 43. You did not crash. You just slowly stopped being able to think. The fog is not an event anymore. It is the weather. You read a paragraph and reach the end holding nothing. If you have made it this far, this channel was built for exactly the mind that pushes through everything. A subscribe helps me keep making these. No pressure.
Burnout fog is your brain doing triage. When the demand runs too high for too long, higher functions, focus, word recall, planning, get rationed so the basics survive. It lasts months, and it does not respond to a weekend off, because a weekend does not undo a year. You need real recovery, the kind you have refused to take because taking it feels like admitting the fog won. You cancel on Ray again. You do not even calculate it anymore. The fog decides for you now. You send a text that says soon, which is the word people use when they have quietly stopped meaning it. Level 7. The invisible cause. Lasts months to years. You are 46. The fog has been here so long you have built your whole self around it, and you have stopped asking why. That is the most dangerous level, because some fog is not lifestyle. Some fog is a signal with a name. A thyroid running slow, a vitamin your body stopped absorbing, a hormonal shift, a nutrient a tank ran dry on. These are common, they are checkable, and many are quietly reversible when someone actually looks. This is the quiet part nobody says. The fog was never the enemy, it was the smoke, and you spent years fanning the smoke away instead of turning around to find the fire, because turning around means admitting something might be wrong, and pushing through lets you pretend it is just you being tired. A blood test can answer in a week what you spent years guessing at. The fog was trying to send you there the entire time. You kept marking it red and moving on. Ray stops texting. You notice, distantly, the way you notice everything now, through gauze. Level 8. The reckoning. The fog can lift in weeks once you read the message. You are 48. Something finally makes you go. A doctor, a test, a real look at the machine. And the answer, whatever it is smaller than the years of dread you built around it, because unnamed fog feels infinite, and named fog is just a problem with a shape. You start doing the thing the fog asked for all along. You sleep like it is a job. You drink the water. You fix the number the test found. And clarity comes back. Not all at once, but it comes. And the first clear morning hits you like surfacing from underwater, air you forgot existed. Then you go to call Ray, to tell him you can think again, and your thumb does not know how to do this, because you cannot remember the last real conversation, only the string of soons. You scroll back through the thread, and it thins out into single words, and then silence. His father passed. You find out from the messages. Months late, in a note you were too fogged to answer. The clarity you fought so hard to get back arrives just in time to see clearly what the fog cost you. That is the reckoning, not the diagnosis, the bill. Level 9, the one it was always about. Here's what the 9 levels were actually for. Brain fog is not a defect in you. It is one of the most honest instruments your body owns. It is the check engine light for a system that cannot show you its own insides. And every level, the bad night, the empty tank, the stress, the illness, the hidden cause, is the same light glowing a little brighter, saying the same thing louder. Something here needs you. And the trap is not the fog. The trap is the pride that pushes through it. A culture that treats exhaustion as achievement will always tell you to override the warning, to caffeinate the smoke detector, to earn your rest instead of taking it. You were a perfect student of that culture. You pushed through every signal your body sent, and you called it strength, right up until the signals were all you had left. Somewhere tonight, there is a 34-year-old standing in a kitchen holding their keys, not sure if they are coming or going, deciding to just push through it. The fog will get thicker. The notes by the door will multiply. And unless someone tells them, it will do to their life exactly what it did to yours. One ignored message at a time, until the message finally gets loud enough that they cannot ignore it. And by then, it is late. The fog was never in your way. The fog was the way, and it was only ever trying to bring you back. If the fog in this one felt familiar, that is the message. Read it. Then leave a thought below and subscribe for more.